Say what you will about DC's films, but they know how to keep me entertained. What's up, Jolimator Club? Alright, so today I am here to talk about Birds of Prey. Sorry I made you guys wait a while for this, but I got some time on my hands. Let's jump right into this. Alright, so Birds of Prey is the newest film in the DC Extended Universe, and this one is sort of a follow-up to Suicide Squad, focusing on Harley Quinn because now she has broken up with the Joker, and now she's kind of on her own. But this time, a new villain, Black Mask, is now on the scene and is going after Harley, and so she's gathering up a team of other sort of anti-heroes, and they become known as the Birds of Prey. That's the best way I can describe the plot of the film. I'm just gonna let you know right now, when I first heard initial reviews of this movie, they were a little bit on the either in-between or the negative side, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really think this movie is worth the hate that it's getting. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's fantastic, but I do think that it's an enjoyable film, and if any of you guys are DC fans and haven't seen it yet, I do suggest it. But that being said, there are a few things holding it back. Let's talk about some of the things that I liked or didn't like. Alright, so first and foremost, I want to talk about the two actors in this movie that really stand out and really steal the show. Those being Margot Robbie and Ewan McGregor. Margot Robbie returned to reprise her role as Harley Quinn because she played her in Suicide Squad, and here she does an absolutely incredible job. She's funny, she's crazy, she's over the top, she's everything that I remember Harley being in Suicide Squad, but a little bit better. Now, Ewan McGregor as Black Mask, I have to admit, when I first heard that casting choice, I was like, that's actually not too bad. And I'm not a massive Black Mask fan, but I have to admit, for what Ewan McGregor did, as well as the writing in this movie, this was a spitting image of the character that I know. Ewan McGregor did a great job as Black Mask, and I really dug his performance. The action in this movie is really cool. It's entertaining in some areas, but it kind of ranges from being great to just good in other moments. What do I think about the other Birds of Prey? Well, I need to let you guys know right now, before I give my opinions on the other characters in this movie, this movie really focuses on Harley and not the other Birds of Prey. I feel like if there was more time to develop the other characters and, you know, flesh them out a little bit more, give them more screen time, more stuff to do, then some of them could have been awesome. As it stands, however, there are two that I thought stood out. Two of them kind of fell on the wayside for me. So, let me talk about the ones that stood out for me. The first one that stood out was Renee Montoya, who I was really excited to see in this movie, and I have to admit, I am a fan of this character because I saw her in Batman the Animated Series, and she was entertaining there. And, you know, I just loved Renee Montoya. I really liked her character and the kind of arc that she goes through. Well, arc, quote unquote. But I thought Renee Montoya was portrayed really well. The other one that stood out for me was Huntress. I actually had no idea that Huntress was going to be in this film. Now, you might be wondering, how did you not know this? Well, I didn't know a lot about the Birds of Prey before going to see this movie, so I didn't know that she was going to be in it. However, I have to say that after seeing the film, Huntress was awesome. She was a badass. She really stood out. And she's also played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who some of you may remember as Lucy McLean from Die Hard 4, and Gwen Grayson from Sky High, and Ramona in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Mary Elizabeth Winstead did a great job portraying Huntress, and I really liked her performance. Black Canary and Cassandra Cain, they really fell on the wayside for me. Okay, now, first of all, I was fine with Black Canary just being a singer in this little club, but one of the key components, if not the key component, when it comes to Black Canary as a character, is the sonic scream, because I don't know about you guys, but for me, when I think of Black Canary, the first thing that comes to mind is her sonic scream. And she does that in this movie, but she doesn't do it that often. I don't want to get into spoilers, but just see the movie for yourself and you'll know what I'm talking about. I was kind of disappointed with Black Canary because she really didn't get that much to do. But the one that sealed it for me was Cassandra Cain. I really did not care about her, and that's a real shame because I love her as a character. I mean, in the comics I know she becomes the second Batgirl, and she has this whole story arc to her. In this one, she's basically reduced to a pickpocket. Really? The one last thing that I want to talk about that I felt worked for this movie was the humor. By the way, this movie is rated R, so if your kids like Suicide Squad, please don't take them to this. I know that sounds weird, but trust me when I say this movie is definitely not for kids. It is bloody, it is filled with bad language, and I have to say, for those of you who like the humor in Deadpool, this has the same kind of thing. So, if you like Deadpool, you might actually find some enjoyment in this. So guys, in the end, I enjoyed Birds of Prey overall, but I just felt, had the team as a whole been fleshed out a little bit more, it could have been great. As it is, it's probably my least favorite film in the DCEU. But I understand that not everybody's going to agree with me, and if you agree or disagree with me, you know, that's your opinion, whatever. If you agree with me, great. If not, that's fine. So, I'm going to give this one sort of a middle-of-the-road rating. I would say Birds of Prey is a movie that would be kind of nice at matinee price. I think the story is easy to follow. Everything else varies. Alright guys, so post your comments below. I want to know, have you seen Birds of Prey? If so, what did you think? Let me know your opinions down below. You guys are the best. Thank you all so much as always for watching. And if you like this, like, comment, favorite, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you'll be notified about all my videos, and join the Jolinator Club. Just bump.